This is my secret place. Don't tell anybody I'm in here. I hide out in here. This is my minivan. This is my clubhouse. This is my home on wheels. And nobody knows I'm in here. They have no clue. You think? Today I'm going to talk about window coverings. I'm going to show you how I live inside my minivan without anybody knowing I'm in here. How do you think that happens? You got to have the window covering. So let me show you. My windshield cover, I have two of them. This is my everyday, during the day, windshield cover. Now you might ask, why do you have two different ones? Well, this is the first one I got. It doesn't fit snug. If you notice, there's gaps in here. It just doesn't fit. This one was listed as the fit for this car. If you go on Amazon, you can list your car, let them know what car you have. And then anytime you order something for that car, if it requires a fit, Amazon will automatically tell you this does not fit your car. So this is what Amazon said fit my car. Okay? So, but it just doesn't, it's great for during the day. No problem. But at night when I want to block out all the light, a friend of mine told me to get an extra large. This is one of those where it's all just one piece. You know, a lot of them, they have like, there's two pieces. You put one on and you overlap the other one. The ones I get are all one piece. This has the wire in here. So I bought another one. I keep it down here. This is the brand. And I thought, well, you know, I mean, I could return it if it didn't fit, if it was too big. But this is an extra large. This is the bomb. It's huge. It's huge. But I'll tell you what, at night, when I park for the night, I don't put this up. I park this like right here. I just kind of, you know how you got to do this. You got to know how to do it. You know, once you've done it so much. And then what I do is this one, I shove it right here. So it's ready to go. Because this one I have to take down during the day a lot when I drive. I mean, you know, and I want to put it back up. I always put this up. This one blocks out, if I'm in Tucson, what I do is I park in a neighborhood that does not have street lights. And most neighborhoods don't in Tucson, the neighborhoods. So because we have, it's called one of those dark cities. Yeah, we want to see the sky. So this works great. This blocks it out in a dark street. But sometimes, if you park in like a Walmart parking lot or a Cracker Barrel, or my son's house, there's this weird street light when I park on the street. There's this street light that just, it's huge. So what I do, the reason I have two, is because I use this first, put it in place, then I put this over it. And that does the trick. Okay, so that's why I have two. And they're so lightweight, I mean, I don't mind carrying two. This one I keep under my front seat. So this is my windshield. Okay, let's look at these, okay? I've had so many of you ask about these. Here, let's get this light down. There we go. There's a little bit of light. I need to redo this tape. Well, let me take this off and I'm going to show this to you. This is the other side. Don't mind the noise. Davis-Monthan Air Force Base is really noisy today. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Earlier there was just this rumbling and it never stopped. It was like an engine running and it never stopped. Okay, so this was made by a friend of mine. What this is she asked me to pick out the material, so I did. I thought this would go with everything that I would possibly in the future be a little bit of green, a little bit of purple, blue, turk, yeah. And then the back of it is black, although probably it almost looks gray now. I think the sun has bleached it. It used to be black, but this is the microfiber, sort of felt. Yeah, okay. So what she did was, I'll let you see this. Inside here is noisy. Inside here is reflectives. She measured it, measured my windows. She cut it, and then what she did was she sewed this on one side, this on the other side with this trimming, and it goes all the way around. Now, this fit without any help for about a month. What happens is the Reflectix loses its shape. It just does. It just does. I know. People just say, oh, how do I do it? Oh, cut it larger and then push it in. I'm telling you what, it won't be long and it will be falling out. It just doesn't work, okay? So what I did then previously is I would put tape around it, like Gorilla Tape, and I put it on there and it kind of stick. But in the summer, it's so sticky. So I got rid of that. I just let this sticky go away. And I keep this over here. I know, I need to redo this one. So then what I did was I just went ahead and put tape. So noisy. Isn't that crazy? So what I did was I put tape around it. But what happens then is when I open the door and I put it against the window and I pull it shut, this part gets stuck inside the door. You know, I would stop talking, but it's going to keep going, and so this part gets stuck in the door. I know some of you ask me, well, how does it stay? I mean, it just looks like it's hovering there. This is how it stays. Now, this one's getting kind of bent up. I need to redo this whole thing. I get tired of these, but I do need window coverings for these two windows, you know, the windows there. Not these windows here or those windows, right? Okay, so I do need to redo this. What I need to do is put more of well, let me show you. Hold on. This is my driver's side, and I'll show you the difference why this doesn't curl up like the other one. What I did was I put a longer tab, which I'm going to do on that one. This is a longer tab, and the glue's all gone, and this thing sticks up enough that it really does get caught in the door. But here's the issue with this. When I'm outside and I open the door, a lot of times it just falls because there's nothing holding it up. I know. Here's an issue. I am in a minivan. I've got upholstery and plastic, and yeah, I've got all this fancy stuff around here. But if you're in a regular high top, or you're in like a working van that you are building out, there's metal everywhere. So there are window coverings that you can get that have magnets around them, or you can have somebody make them for you, and inside there's magnets, so when you put it on, it just sticks. Wouldn't that be great? I have no metal. I have no metal around here, so am I happy with my system? It doesn't bother me. I'm so used to it now, it's crazy. What I want is just a window covering. And, you know, the only reason a lot of times I use these, well, I use them during the day. I use them day and night, especially at night, no big deal. This is the other side. It's got that purple stitching, the tape around there, binding tape, yeah. They're not heavy, they're lightweight, and I'm happy with them thus far. So when it comes to your van, and it comes to that, I mean, if you have a sewing machine, you can make it. You have to learn how to measure it because it's an odd shape. You have to learn how to measure that. And you can go online and how to measure a window for a window covering. Just type that in, how to measure, and it will tell you how to do it. You have to have pieces of paper. And yeah, I'm not even going to try to explain it, but you can do it. And yeah, you have to have window coverings. Yeah, you just do. So let me put this back and we'll move on to the other end, okay? You can see how easy this is. I just prop it here, open the window, push it, and pull it. Yeah, it sticks. What I have over my windows, I'll show you, it's static cling. I did not cut it very good. I was in a hurry getting this van ready to go, but it's static cling. You just push it back down. It's getting a little worn, like it's not, it's got like little pits in it, and yeah, it's not the most perfect, but I can see out. I just can't see out as well. I think that one's a little bit worse, where it's got a couple nicks on here, but I can see out pretty good. Okay, this is my window covering. Well, this is my first window covering. This is limo tinting, and it's the static cling. Then I have this material here is blackout curtain. You can get different colors. And I chose this color. It goes with my motif, right? So the way I have this is how I have it, and when I put it up during the day. But as soon as, or if I go somewhere, I bring it down and then go in. But in most cases, if it's nice out, it's during the morning, I kind of keep it up. And it's just a matter of, I roll it up and then I clip it. These are the smallest paper clips. See? You can buy them at Walmart. Yeah. Okay, so what I've done is you're gonna have to go, I'm gonna just show a little bit of it. Once you get go out to your car, but don't go now. Stay and watch this. Once you go out to your minivan or your SUV, whatever, there's a rubber. It's a rubber, and it goes around. I'm only going to take one out because I don't want to redo everything. But anyways, there's a rubber. And what you do is you take it, you cut this the right size. You have to cut this a lot larger, okay, than what the actual window is, because you want it to overlap. You don't want to fit, you know, people are going to be able to see through the sides. And you want it to hang down longer. I actually wish I would have made these longer. So don't be afraid to make them long. And then what I do is I shoved the tip of that, the edge of it, and I shoved it under the rubber. And then what I did, it really can hurt your fingers after a while. Then I just put that clip on there. And I clipped it from here to there, okay? And at night, when I'm getting ready, I push this down. I just kind of pull that out, push it down. And I do have a piece of, let's see if you can see it. Velcro right here. This is the hard part, not the soft material part. This is the hard part. And what I do is, you can see it's getting a little worn right there. I take it there and I just scratch it and it stays. See? I did put the other part on here. I could have sewn it, but I put the sticky and it kept falling off. I'm too lazy to put the to sew on the other part of the Velcro. But this stays. Yeah, look at that. So there you have it. This is, yeah, it's a little frayed right here. I don't like that. But I brought it down to here. I didn't just stop here. I brought it down so that it will lay nicer. And this is, and I think it looks nice. And nobody can see in it. When I, in the day, when I want to bring it up, I just pull it up. And I just sort of grab it, bunch it, grab a piece under here, bring it up, and see, I clip it. See how that lays down? I clip this to that tab. There we go. Let me do the other side. I just make it look, I like it to look nice. I want my van to look nice during the day. And I'm just careful with it. I'm in not a hurry, you know, it's not like it's a race. Life isn't just a race. You want to enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. There we go. Here. And you can go like that. There we go. Looks a little smooth. There we go. So this is my second row seat or window, and then I also did the other one. Okay. Ready for the third row seats? The pop-out windows? There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is blackout curtain again. This is purple, deep purple. And what I did here is I do not use this window, and I don't use the other side. I just don't look out here. I don't need to. I've got these windows. When I'm sitting here, I can look out that way or I can look out that way. It gives me enough. It gives me enough. I did the same thing. These are hard because I went all the way around. And you want to do it really nicely because you don't want to have to keep redoing it. Once you do it really nice, it'll be that way for a very long time. So basically what I did, the same thing. Here, I'll do this one. I cut it larger. You can't do it too large, but I did do it larger so I could push it in. So I could push it in all the way around. You just shove it in, put your clip in. There you go. And that's the way it is. This one, let's see if you can see. We'll move this. Okay. This is my bedding. This is my sleeping bag right here. Okay, this window is open about this far because I've got my solar extension cord coming through because my solar is on my roof. And what I did was I brought it through the window. Now, a lot of people put it through the back door, the hatch. And it's much nicer that way. It looks better. But when I first got my minivan, there was something wrong with the latch, which I thought actually probably could do it because they fixed my latch for me. Remember, about 2 weeks ago, I had to take it in. My latch lock, the actuator broke. Well, anyways, it's fine this way. I've got it coming in, and the window's cracked about that far so that the wire can come in. But that is covered. A little bit of light's coming through there. Now, what I did on the outside is there's tape around the window so that air doesn't come through, bugs don't come through, rain doesn't come through. And it's black Gorilla tape, and it really isn't that noticeable. It's really not. the color of my van is that deep red. And if somebody was really looking close, they'd see it. But I really did it so carefully that it looks like it was supposed to be that way. It was almost art. I wanted to make it straight. I wanted to make it perfect, and I did. And here's the other window. Same thing. Yeah, same thing. Only this pop out is completely closed. Yeah. But it did the same thing. It takes a lot of these, takes a lot of clips. It really does. I would get a couple packages. The way I have my windows is but one solution. This is how I chose to do it. It was easy for me. Once I got these on, I remember my fingers, they really hurt. They were like so sore because, I mean, it was just working my fingernail, and it was working. They were sore for a couple days after doing it because I had to keep shoving in, and it was rubbing on that, yeah. And on the rubber, oh my gosh, and then going in and pulling the rubber out. What I did sometimes what I would do is I kept this knife handy, and I pulled it in to pull the rubber back, and then I had to pull it with my finger and then shove in the material. Sometimes I'd use this to push it in, clip it, then go another area, and if you know what I mean, just work this knife in there. You could use a smaller knife. This is my big knife, my big bushcraft knife. Yeah. Okay, so just pull it in there and just pull. I use this for all kinds of things, even putting my window coverings up, okay? And then this is a good solution, you know, like the second row seat ones. Yeah. So I think it's a good solution. You might want to go with something different for the two front windows, the side windows, yeah. Now, the back window. What did I do with that? Let me tell you something. It still has the original from 7 years ago. The original Reflectix that I cut for it. It just falls out. It just, you know, it constantly falls. I mean, the back hatch window, the Reflectix for it never stays. I mean, because it's on an angle, of course it's going to go like that, because your hatch door is like this, and it's just going to keep falling. So what I did was I taped it on there permanently. It never leaves. It's taped up very nicely, but it's taped up. So how do I look out the back of how do I drive then? Well, the same way that any other van does, you know. Not every vehicle has a back window. So what I did was I bought you can just type it in on Amazon, blind spot mirrors, and you can attach them to your side mirrors. They work perfect. They work wonderful. So you can see, you just have to get used to using it so you can see behind you. Yeah. And they work perfect. So that's how I see back there. So these are my window coverings. This is how I stay sneaky in my van, that nobody knows I'm in here. Now, let's go to that subject. I've had so many of you say, oh, everybody knows there's somebody in there. That's really, actually, that's sort of irrelevant. Whether they think somebody's in there. It's not, they don't know somebody's in there. Do they know somebody's in there? Do they know who's in here? No, no. The thing with Arizona is, especially southern Arizona, is everybody has window coverings. And there are a lot of people, I don't know, it's against the law, but I get, maybe they have a doctor's excuse, because you can get that if you're sensitive to light, which I am. I'm very sensitive to light. It irritates my eyes. It bothers my eyes, like a lot of people that have lived all their lives in southern Arizona. After a while, the sun makes your eyes super sensitive to light. It's like, ugh. You know that one song, I wear my sunglasses at night. I wear my sunglasses at night. Well, I'll tell you, I laugh with my family because A lot of them say, yeah, a lot of people do wear the sunglasses at night in Arizona. We just wear sunglasses all the time. I've had people say, why do you wear your sunglasses? Why are you inside and wearing sunglasses? I wear sunglasses when I go into Planet Fitness. Those lights are so bright, and some of the restaurants are so bright. So if you see this, don't ask me, you know, why do you have sunglasses on? Somebody just recently, why do you have sunglasses on? Because I want to, okay? You can see you see my eyes right now. Ooh, you know, like on Pulp Fiction, right? You get to see my eyes. But sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just don't get to see my eyes. And it's no big deal. If you want to know I have eyes, just wait. I'll probably take them off or go to another video, okay? Okay, so, but people say, oh, well, they know you're in there and they see your car out. That really isn't the issue. I want people to just stay away from my van. They don't know who's in here, or maybe somebody isn't in here. You know, but see, the thing is, they don't know. People in southern Arizona, though, do cover their windows, at least the windshield. It doesn't matter what time of day it is, the windshield is covered, because the sun gets up to 110 in the summer. And so inside your van, if you don't cover your windows, inside your van, it could get up to 130, 120, 130 degrees in here. Yeah. So, yeah, and they want to preserve, it's a nice car, they want to preserve their, what do you call that? Their upholstery up there, yeah. I forget what the name of that thing is. But yeah, that's what it is here in Arizona. A lot of nomads are in Arizona. So, yeah, I just cover them up.